Saturday, the 30th of November. It's around 11:30 in the morning and it is a very windy day on the famous Blackpool promenade. We're looking right there at the Blackpool Tower, the bendy spoons. You can tell by how bendy they are that it's a really windy day. I am holding my camera away from the wind, so the wind's blowing into my back and not blowing into my microphone, so whilst you'll still be able to hear the wind, hopefully you'll be able to hear me fine talking over it. There we have one of the most famous parts of the Blackpool promenade, with Madame Tussauds waxworks, and got the amusements arcades there. We've got Funland and the Sea Life and the Golden Mile amusements, and just on the next block is Coral Island. And usually in the season that is mostly the busiest part of the promenade. Looking through that gap there, you see the old police station building. That is going to come down soon, and I will be there to film it every step of the way. If I just zoom in, you can see the steps there. That leads up to where the police station is and the car park. And the little street at the bottom, just behind the steps, is Bonny Street. Bonny Street is on my Streets of Blackpool series. So if you want to see that, just look for my Streets of Blackpool playlists and you'll find it. Because I do like to playlist everything so people can easily find what they want to see. Few brave joggers braving the wind, although it's not actually that cold today. It's a fairly, well, I'm not going to say warm day because it's not warm, it's the end of November and it is cold, but it's not like freezing cold. Last time I came out and it wasn't really windy, it was that freezing cold iciness to the air when you go out and you feel your lungs are cold just by breathing. Today isn't like that. There's the new lifeboat house. Well, it's not new, it was built in 1998, but it's new in comparison to the one that was next to Central Pier, and that's the one that most of us remember throughout our childhoods. It's funny because, yeah, I always look at that one as the new lifeboat house, but yeah, it was built in 1998 and we're now at the end of 2020, so it isn't really new. Three more years and it'll be a quarter of a century old. That makes me feel really old. So, to change the subject, because who wants to feel old during a vlog, I'm walking past Coral Island now. That is New Bonny Street, which leads onto Central Drive, but off to the right of that, opposite the entrance to Coral Island, is actual Bonny Street. Golden Mile amusements there, Coral Island there. There is the new Sands Hotel building. The exterior looks pretty much finished, but not sure they've even started working on the interior yet. Oh, I've got foam blowing at me. There's bits of foam blowing over here. It must have been quite a good high tide, because you can see from the water and the foam. But without checking online, I don't know how high today's high tide was. Walking past the Sands Hotel. it, and I'm going to pan the camera around so you guys can see the sea. Once I move the camera around, you're probably not going to be able to hear me as I move the camera into the wind. But let's take a look. There's one of the ramps. Loads of foam and waves. And the sea is really powerful today. That's it, it's a great shot. And back to this side. The iconic old Woolworths building there. Now Poundland, Sports Direct and Wetherspoons, the Albert and Lion, or the Albert and the Lion. And remember in Woolworths there used to be a basement under there and a restaurant which was either on the first floor or the second floor. I think the restaurant was on the second floor. My sister worked there for a while when she was younger. But I think I only ever went in there once or twice. If I ever would go into a restaurant to eat in town, or a cafe really, because they weren't like posh restaurants, they were more like work canteens I think. I used to like the one at Lewis's because you could sit right in the window and look at the sea. And there's all that scaffolding up the side of the old Woolworths building. And look at that staircase everyone. We just get past it so you can see the staircase there. That's going to be cold and windy. The wind's mostly coming in from the sea, so yeah, that's going to be a cold, windy place to work. I wonder what they're doing to the side of that building. They could be just cleaning it, I don't know. Just giving it a makeover or a refurbish. Let's have a look at Comedy Carpet as we walk. When you walk across Comedy Carpet and you take the time to read it, it just really takes you back to Blackpool a long time ago. With all the old style comedians. But some of them were before my time, but some of them I do remember. If you're not from Blackpool and you do like to come to Blackpool, I would say just take the time to spend a few minutes on here and have a walk around and have a read. I have got videos of Comedy Carpet where we did pretty comprehensive walkabouts. I've filmed almost every little stop of it. I'm missing one corner or one section. I can't remember which one I'm missing. So I'm probably at some point going to have to do the whole thing again. But that's fine. I'll probably do it January, February time though. Oh, and if I didn't already mention, I'm back at work on Wednesday. I spent a lot of this year on furlough. All the original lockdown was spent on furlough. And then we went back to work once things opened up, and then we went back into lockdown, got closed down again. But I am going back to work on the 2nd of November. So all the filming I'm doing, I'm going to have to get out early in the mornings and film. Because I work afternoons and early evenings, so my filming schedule will change and also my uploading schedule will change a bit, but I will, I promise, barring any disasters, get out every day to film. Yesterday on Sunday I actually didn't film at all, but very sad day for my family because our beloved cat passed away, and he was a much loved member of the family. I'm not going to say he was a much loved pet because he was a family member and he was pretty much a boss of everyone, and we adored him so much, and we knew this was coming, but it's still sad. So yeah, I didn't do any filming at all yesterday. We were just in the house all basically supporting each other and crying together. And yeah, I'll always miss him. I've still got my 2 girl cats left. It's Mr. AJ that passed, and my 2 girl cats, Heidi and Trixie. I've had them around 9 years. And they were rescue cats. They didn't come from an actual rescue centre, but there was an advert in a paper shop. Somebody said they wanted a home for 3 kittens, so I phoned up because at the time we just had AJ and I wanted to get another cat to keep AJ company. So when I phoned up, the person that answered the phone said, well, 2 of them have, not 2, 1 of them have gone and there are 2 left. So I said, can I come down and see him? And whilst I wasn't particularly bothered about the colour of the cats, my son wanted a little black and white cat, like a tuxedo cat. And when I got there, he saw they're both black cats. And AJ is a black cat, so I thought that'd be cool to get another black cat. And then the guy looked at me and he said, well, can you take them both? He said, because I've been trying to home them for ages. He said, they're about 6 months old now and nobody wants them because they always say they don't want a black cat, they want a tabby or a ginger cat or a black and white cat. So I decided with my daughter that we definitely couldn't just take one and leave one left, and we would take them both. So I said, yeah, of course we'll take them both. I said they'll both fit into one cat trap just for a short journey home. We were very close, within a few minutes walk of the house. And I said, where are they? And he was like, oh, they're in the park or somewhere. He said, because, and apparently they weren't living in the person's house. He was putting out food for them, but they were living kind of outdoorsy. So, suffice to say, it took a lot of effort getting these 2 girls into the cat trap. My wrists and hands were pretty much shredded by the time I got them in and I got them home, and for the first few days they were pretty much scared and terrified and really timid and everything. But gradually they warmed up to being in a new house, and after a month or 2 they were typical purry, loving, cuddly cats. Heidi especially wouldn't leave my lap, and even now, 9 years later, whenever I'm sat down doing any editing or anything, she sits on my lap all the time. Trixie just likes to spend time with my son because he's her favourite person. So yeah, we've still got 2 cats, but I'm probably not going to get another cat. The only way I would get another cat would be if I found a little baby that really needed a home and just really needed a bit of love and care and to be taken in. But I'm not going to definitely go out and buy another cat because AJ was special. And I'm sorry that turned into a bit of a sad story and eulogy of AJ, but I am a bit of a crazy cat lady. I do love my cats because cats are just the best, and dogs are nice too, but I'm definitely a cat person. Anyway, on that note, I am going to sign off now, and I'm going to say, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. please leave me a like and a comment. Please subscribe, and I shall see you all very soon in the next video. Goodbye.